What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. It is here. The Rugby World Cup has finally arrived. We have been waiting so damn long, be it 4 years, months, weeks, days, jeepers, hours. I am so excited that the World Cup is finally here. It is going to be a World Cup to remember, one of the most competitive World Cups. We are yet to see special stuff coming our way as we watch all the nations fight to be the best in the world. We've seen the comebacks from the north, so we can't count them out. We've seen dominance in the past from the south, but I think this year it's going to be so much different because we're going to see teams like Wales, England, Ireland, Scotland, France really go at it and show us what they're made of. And let's not forget South Africa bouncing back, New Zealand being the top of the world. Can they do it for a third time? Australia also on the mend. Argentina, dark horse, you can never count them out. And all the tier 2 nations that are here to fight and cause an upset. And that means Japan as well. The World Cup is here. It is going to be awesome. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future predictions, reviews, latest news, whatever it may be. Hit that subscribe button. Join me on this journey. It is going to be one hell of a ride. So hit that subscribe button. Let's get to the predictions. Now, what I'm going to do on the format, obviously the big games I'm going to do separate videos for. But when we get to the full-on predictions, I'm going to follow the Super Brew route and do it by round. It just makes it easier instead of predicting a whole bunch of games when some are coming out. So round 1, we will do those predictions, and then round 2 next week, as so forth, and do a brief recap of how well the teams did and going forward what's going to happen in the upcoming fixtures of the Rugby World Cup. Like I said, the big games I will try and do a full-on video for, and then just recap them as well. But for now, let's get to the predictions of the 2019 Rugby World Cup. Let's go. First up, we have Japan taking on Russia, the all-important opener of the Rugby World Cup. The home nation, Japan, taking on Russia. Prediction for that one, I am going Japan to win comfortably. I think they just have it in them. They're going to have the momentum, the power, the passion of the crowd, the motivation. For me, that is Japan's game convincingly. Next up, we've got Australia versus Fiji. A lot of people are talking of maybe this could be a possible upset that we're not quite aware of. Anything can happen, but I do believe Australia will be ahead of this one and can get a victory in their kickoff for their opening of the World Cup. Fiji, never count them out. They're a dark horse. They're a dangerous team, a passionate team that can put on an aggressive game. But for me, I just see Australia going that extra mile in order to picking up that all-important victory. If we look at the next one, this is an all-important one. I dedicated a video to this, France versus Argentina. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I went with Argentina to win by less than 5 points on that one. Followed by New Zealand and South Africa. Also did a video dedicated to these two teams. I went New Zealand to win by less than 5 points. Italy, Namibia, interesting game up. You got Africa versus the Northern Hemisphere. I mean, Namibia is just up the road from South Africa. Italy, passionate young nation who definitely show the importance and their appreciation and love for the game, as well as passion, which is so important. Sergio Parisse is going to be the driving force for Italy and will therefore, in my opinion, lead Italy to a solid victory against Namibia. Next up, we got Ireland versus Scotland. Also did a video for that one. Check it out. I predicted an Irish victory for that one, but I won't be surprised if the Scots give them a good run for their money. Then we have England taking on Tonga in what should be a dominant performance, I would say, from England. They're a strong nation who absolutely give it their all in everything they do. They know what they do. They know the possible length that they need to go in order to win the Rugby World Cup. They're a strong nation, they're a damn strong team, and we've watched New Zealand totally dominate Tonga, and therefore I think that's going to be the same occurrence going into this game. I think England are going to walk Tonga with the force that they have. I don't see it being a problem at all. If we go to Wales and Georgia, the final game of round 1, Wales, Six Nations Grand Slam champions. They were on a roll. They made history and became #1 in the world. Wales are a solid team with great players as well, who have the opportunity to also make history here. That's what the World Cup is all about. These teams are going to want to make history, and Wales are going to want to put in a dominant performance against Georgia. Therefore, I am predicting Wales to win comfortably over Georgia in what should be a bit of a walkover. Georgia, there's a lot of positive talk about them, people giving them a lot of high hopes of joining the Six Nations maybe one day, but for me, I just see Wales being too dominant for them. And that's going to do it for round 1 of the Rugby World Cup in what I can see. Obviously, if you want to join me on Super Brew, I'll leave a link down below, or just search G-Man on my Super Brew account and you will find my group. So Wales to beat Georgia, England to beat Tonga, Ireland to beat Scotland, Italy to beat Namibia, New Zealand over South Africa. I really hope I'm wrong there. Argentina to take a victory over France, Australia to take a victory over Fiji, then Japan to also get up a good victory in their Rugby World Cup opener. Guys, the World Cup is here. It should be a very interesting weekend. I won't be surprised if I recap this and say there are upsets, because I think that's what a lot of people are expecting. An upset this weekend would obviously be Fiji beating Australia. To see people are saying even Argentina picking up a victory over France could be an upset. I think Argentina is solid enough to do it. They've got a great team to do it. South Africa beating New Zealand won't be an upset, but people will be going for New Zealand, I'm sure. Namibia beating Italy, Scotland beating Ireland, Tonga beating England, obviously Georgia beating Wales. Those will all be massive upsets, but I just don't quite see that happening in the first week. I think the big teams are going to take a real slow and calmly and really just take it in at the second half and dominate those performances. It's going to be one hell of a World Cup, so join me along this journey as we approach the amazing rugby content that's going to happen. I'm covering it all, so don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button, join the channel, and I'll see you guys real soon for another video. Thanks so much for watching, and stay safe and never give up. Cheers.